Yo, so how many times have I said, we're going to do this, 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 and this, and then none of it happens? Probably more times than any of us want to remember, right? So we're not going to do any of that, all right? Because in this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop, we're going to work on this thing, and then we're going to drive this thing. And we'll go from there. What's up, guys? Welcome to part 2 of what the hell is wrong with this car. So last time we did didn't really do a whole lot, and surprisingly, I didn't get a whole lot of crap about it either. But I think we did. I think we did all right. We got the Jeep all finished up. It's good to go out there. Kids running that thing around. We got this thing brought in the shop, and we gave it a quick once over, just to see what it needs, because we neglected it for a while, right? It sat outside and that was it. So, turns out the transmission's leaking like a sieve. Turns out we hardly have any coolant in it. We got a trans cooler that's kind of holding on by a thread, and the inside looks like a science experiment. I think that's where we are. Oh, no, that's not it. We got something else, guys. We got the tires that's not holding there, so we'll figure out where that's leaking from. I don't know. The tire's actually, new to me, if that counts. But the other 3 are like dry rotted like a son of a bitch. So I don't know. We got a couple ideas there. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I'm really tired of this thing not being what I want it to be. So I think we're going to fix that. First thing we got to do is get it back running, because it was running and driving great. And then, we neglected it, guys. That's what happens when these things sit. They tend to not want to do things anymore. So, look at that. Probably going to clean this thing up a little bit, too. But we're going to start off. I picked up some coolant. We'll throw that in this thing. Hopefully that fixes that problem. Simple thing I probably should have checked. Don't worry about that. Then we're going to jack it up, get underneath it, see where this trans is leaking from. See if we can do something with this trans cooler. And, we'll see where the video takes us. I want to drive this thing. I at least want to get out there, get around a block with it. Don't have any problems, no overheating or any of that kind of stuff. We're having storms, in case you wonder what that was. But that's what I want to do. And I think that's a pretty attainable goal by the end of this episode. About to find out. So we're going to see if we can fix this really, really simple problem of filling up our fluids. Yeah. So when you have a massive leak and everything's just like out of your cooling system, you fill it back up and you run it, check it afterwards, because it could be like a whole gallon low. You never know. Huh. I thought I was exaggerating when I said a whole gallon low. It's more than a gallon low. Wow, I'm bad at this. So just in case you guys thought I was kidding, you watched me dump a whole gallon of coolant in this thing, right? Yeah. And let's see if we can see where it's at. There is there it is. There's the green. So you guys see how low it is. At least another half gallon. Possibly a gallon, who knows? So I'm thinking I severely downplayed how much coolant came out of this thing and caused this whole problem for myself. Huh, yeah, that adds up. All right, guys, so we jumped in the old Tundra there, shot down the auto parts store, and scooped up some more coolant because we only bought 1 gallon because we thought that's all we needed. Might be overkill this time. We grabbed 2 more, but as we've already learned, better have too much than not enough. think we found a problem, guys. Still leaking. Son of a fuck. Oh, thank you. Shut it down. Steady flow. Awesome. Alright, guys, so I jumped in the car, shut it off as quick as I could. She hasn't gotten warm yet, so that's good, because we had plenty of coolant. But, we definitely got a problem. So, something's leaking towards the back. I don't see anything under the hood, but there was a steady stream coming out from under the car. That's good. That's sweet. At least we got new coolant and everything, right? Right over there. We'll figure it out. And we'll clean all this crap up. So here's my really solid attempt to clean up this mess. Let me bring you into the car and show you what I'm looking at. All right, so yeah, quite a little bit of fluid. Not terrible. It looks like more than it is. At least that's what I'm telling myself. But you can see where it originated there. Right at the back of the motor, which there is a heater hose back there. We're hoping that's what it is, because if not, yeah, this could get bad. I say this could get bad because this could get pretty bad. You guys know what freeze plugs are, right? Little like silver dollar size plugs scattered throughout the motor. They're there in case you know, everything freezes over, right? If you put water in the motor or something like that, rather than cracking the block, those will go out. It's supposed to save you time and money, not ruin your motor. I mean, that's the science behind it anyways, right? For where I live in the country, it's just something that corrodes and causes you a goddamn headache is what it is. But be that as it may, the mighty 301 has quite a few. I believe there's one on each side of the block, a couple on the heads, and one on the back of the motor behind the flex plate. So, I don't know about you, but I don't know of a way to get to that guy without yanking the motor out of this thing. We don't want to do that, so let's cross our fingers and hopefully there's another heater hose I didn't see or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to get under the car, see what I can see, and let you know how it goes. Here's an angle of the shop you never saw before, huh? So we're under the car. Let me try and get you guys in here and show you what's going on. That's not what I want to show you at all. Is that it? There it is. There you go. You guys see that? The freeze plug right there? I hope the kid put a little arrow on it. She looks like it's fine. She looks a little wet, but see right above it's the valve cover. I'm pretty sure that's seeping. I mean, it's just oil. I know it's oil, so not concerned with that. It looks pretty good, but what we'll do is we'll check the other side because, I mean, if this looks a little wet, the leak's not coming from over here. We already know that much. But before I bring you over there, I think I got a little good news on the trans. So I'm going to show you guys that. All right, so I got you looking at the back of the transmission there. And you see where the speedometer cable comes in, a little fitting there. And you see the cable. You can follow the cable. It kind of runs all the way over here. Notice how it's wet all the way down there, right? So, and then you can see the two little drips coming off the trans mount. That's it's pretty commonplace for these things to leak. Those little plastic gears in there go bad, and the O-rings go bad. So I think that's where that's coming from, just because this is where the leak was, right there. You see all the remnants coming off of that mount. And the seal, we did the seal like a year ago. You see, it's dry all the way around there, man. I'm not worried about none of that. So, think we pinpointed that problem. So, we're gonna call that one a win. Well, we got to order parts and change it still. But yeah, we found it. So, well, we think we did. We won't count our chickens. We're just gonna order some parts. That's what we're gonna do. Now I'll bring you to the other side and show you what's up. All right, so we're on the passenger side, clearly still under the car, and I just realized I did a half-assed job cleaning up that puddle. So that's pretty dope. My head's kind of resting there, but you know what? I do this for you guys, so I'm not even worried about it. Anyways, there's the right side freeze plug. She's looking good. Not concerned with that one at all. I mean, it looks like brand new. There's nothing, no water, no oil, nothing. It's just legit. So we're calling this side good, and I'm pretty happy about that. So the reason I'm pretty happy about that, my way of thinking is, if those two are good, the one in the middle is probably good. And from what I know, I can't even see that thing without pulling this motor out. Maybe with like a flashlight and a mirror, so I'll try that. But I keep thinking, guys, this motor and trans was rebuilt like 10,000-ish miles ago, give or take. I'm fairly certain that when they built the motor, they changed out the freeze plugs. So it's not like we got 46-year-old freeze plugs in here. We got like maybe 5-year-old freeze plugs. So it shouldn't really be an issue, but you never know. More than likely, it's a heater hose that I can't find back there, or I screwed up putting that one in, or whatever. So we'll let the car down, kind of delve into the back there, and see what I can see, guys, because it's not a giant motor, but I'll tell you what, they hide some stuff. There's no, why are the heater hoses on the back of the motor? I don't know. I just don't know. All right, guys, check it out. I got good news. Found the leak. If you look, you see the green. Clearly, that's coolant. The line right to the right, that hose there, something there is leaking, which ironically was where the leak started. That's the hose I changed. So it's not seated right. Maybe that fitting's leaking. I'm not sure, but I cleaned all this off, and then I started the car, and then now you see the green there, and I got my finger behind this. See if I can get in there with the light. I got my finger back in here, and yeah, it's wet. So that's where it's coming from. It's on top and leaking down. So the fact that it's all there and not, if it was actually that back freeze plug, you wouldn't see a little puddle right here. Yo, guys, I will take that news all day long, right? I mean, it's definitely the best case scenario. And honestly, probably where I should have checked in the first place, right? And for not just because I had my hands in there and I probably broke something, although that might be true. Troubleshooting 101, yo, is like last place you were at, right? We had no leaks. Everything was legit. The car was running great. I over-revved the piss out of it trying to get it to go because, well, the transmission was messing up, which I shouldn't have done that. And it is what it is. Can't go back in time. But we blew that hose. Well, we should have, I thought we fixed it. And maybe the hose is fine. Maybe it's the fitting. Maybe it's something else right around there. But that's where the leak is. And we'll figure that out tomorrow because it's creeping up on 11 and I'm just tired of being down here right now. But when you look at something, you find, go back right to the last thing you touched. Because like I said, we had no leak. We touched things. Come on. That's day one stuff, guys, and I should have known it. But what are you going to do, right? Like I said, it's getting late, and I'm I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm sweaty, I'm hot. I'm over it. So we're going to call it for tonight and come back down here tomorrow. See if we can fix this leak. Get some parts in order for that transmission. Guys, we might have figured out the coolant leak and the transmission leak, both of which were not even close to what I thought they were going to be. But who cares as long as we can fix them. See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, next day, back down the shop. And it's a little later than I wanted to be, but not bad, man. I got to hang out with old Wade for a little while. Shot over his house this morning. He lives like 10 minutes away. And his old lady's car is having a little bit of problems, so new stuff, guys. Code readers, and we swapped coil packs, and now it magically works. We'll see how long that repair lasts, and we both said that. One of those things, guys, you start messing with electronic stuff, it's like all ghostly, right? And speaking of ghostly, let's check out this LeMans. So, yeah, leaking. These things happen, especially when you don't fix them. So what I did was, well, that's from last night when I was trying to find the leak. And I did get down here, kind of just got after it. So let me show you what I'm working on, and I think we pinpointed the problem. Like we said last night, the hose that I repaired, apparently I didn't repair it. Well, I did, because I pulled the hose out, everything looks good. There's a little jagged cut on the end, so I cleaned that up, and we reseated everything in there real nice like. See that little guy right there? Yeah. I got news, guys. It wasn't even tight. And I'm like, that's not my MO. I usually over-tighten. So let's see if we can show you what's going on here. Oh, that's really, there you go. Yeah, see that? That clamp's coming apart, guys. See that? I'm trying to get the focus right. Yeah. So, is that folding over? We got issues over here, guys. That looks like it's, is that the wrong size hose? Well, the clamp is broken. The hose might be the wrong size. I couldn't even see that until I magnified on this here little camera. So, there might be more to this. Very weird, guys. Pontiac stuff. All right, guys. Upon further investigation, that's not the problem at all. So I think it looks like it was folded, right? It's amazing what happens when I move that wire, huh? That thing threw a hell of a shadow. And, yeah, I definitely thought it was folded over. So, maybe I'll stop bitching about Pontiac stuff and just get a new clamp. Sounds like the better way to go. So it kind of sucks, guys. I had to pull all this stuff apart to get back in there. And all for this little guy right here. Because it came out in two parts, because that's what happens when you break stuff. The screw, and if you look, see right there? I'm trying to show you guys here. There you go. You can see how it's cracked. So it cracked there, spread open. It just kind of went in there and got stuck. And trash. And as luck would have it, here's all my clamps. So, nope. Kind of figures, doesn't it? Yo, I'm not even mad about that, because if you guys remember, this time last night, I was pretty sure I was yanking this motor out to replace a freeze plug that's like behind the flex plate. So I ain't gonna bitch about not having the right size clamp. What I am gonna do is Sunday night, gotta get up for the old 9 to 5 tomorrow. Actually, it's over 6 to like 4-ish. So yeah, 4 o'clock comes early, right? How does that happen? I went from 9 to 4. Awful. Anyways, so yeah, on the way home from work tomorrow, I'll probably just get a whole nother little set of clamps there. This way, future projects, this doesn't happen again. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and maybe maybe, if things go right, we'll take this guy for a ride. Just about to find out. So I think you guys are going to let me lie to you and tell you it's the next day, when it's really not. I did go get the stuff the next day, but it was like 4,000 degrees down here, and I was not having it. But so I waited till it cooled off a little bit. Got down here a little bit earlier. We got the stuff here. That guy. So we can replenish our kit. So I'll throw it together, start it up, and see what happens. So here I am in my super clean 77 LeMans. And I'm going to try this little cold start thing. It's going to start in about a week. And we're going to check for leaks. Did you catch that? She might be a little rich. Little flame went, doop. I don't know if the camera caught it. We're good though. I probably need to tighten up that alternator belt. It's got a little whistle. Alright, let's go see what's going on. Go check underneath. I half-ass clean it up. That's all we're doing for right now. Because, you know. No leaks, guys. Nothing dripping. Looks like we figured it out. After we lost a whole lot of coolant. Well, we're calling that a win. We promised you a ride by the end of the video, so we're going to give it a shot. Guess who forgot to tighten up the alternator belt? Well, we did put trans fluid in. And we did, what's we do? Top up the coolant and what's the other thing? Oh, I can't see. Oh yeah, the tire was low. We aired that up. We should probably fix that. We'll add it to the list, guys. All right. Take her around the block, see how she does. Keep an eye on the old temp gauge, because that's what got us in trouble in the first place. He's always on his bike. It's awesome. I love seeing dudes out riding. Always waving too. Good kid. I love it, guys. Everybody always complains, you know. I'm gonna get on a soapbox here for a minute, but they always complain, oh man, kids don't do nothing but play video games. Yo, that kid right there is on his bike every day. His brothers and sisters are out here playing with him. Stop watching the news. Go outside and talk to your neighbor. I'm telling you, you're gonna learn some things. All right, that's it. Now on back to this spotless 77 LeMans. I'm probably a little low on trying to transfer it stuff. We know she's gonna leak back out stuff, so we just you know, we just gave her a little bit, just enough. No, that's not true. It wasn't running when I checked it. You guys gotta pay attention to that when you're checking your fluids. A lot of stuff, especially transmission, supposed to be like flat surface, in neutral, idling, flick your heels 3 times, spin around, and then check it. So I don't know, but I didn't do that, and you guys aren't even surprised. So no big deal there. Staying cool, so that's good. It would have been overheating by now, guys. It overheated just like driving it in front of the shop. So I think we might have fixed that problem. I hope so, because I want to move on to other problems. It's not like we don't got them. Oh yeah, two slips a little bit. She needs a little bit more fluid. We'll take care of that. So I ordered that little bullet rebuild kit thing. So I'm going to do that. I think that'll fix that problem. So, what else there? Yeah, that's about it, guys. Like I ordered for this thing right now. Well, but that doesn't mean we don't have a ton of parts to put on it, because G3 Garage, as always, has been hooking us up, guys. So we got a bunch of stuff that we're gonna put on this thing and make it not look like it kind of does right now, you know. What's pulling up? She's starting. What she said, about 2 Hondo, I think. Yeah, we're not getting warm yet. Not yet. So we're gonna pull her in the shop. Oh, she's starting to creep up. Son of a bitch. Well, no, it's just stopped. Maybe the thermostat's just open. I think I might be getting upset about nothing. It's a weird angle. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But we'll stop over here to the shop and I'll show you. And I guess we'll go from there. No, yeah, she's dropped back down. I guess the thermostat open. Dope. Alright. And here we are. What's it? Right at 190. Yep. Staying right there, guys. I think we figured it out. Yo, I don't know if it's just me, but this whole thing has been like a roller coaster of emotions, you know? Don't forget, like just a couple days ago, I was real sure the motor was coming out of this thing. And luckily I didn't, just jump to conclusions. We put in our due diligence. We kept looking for the leak. We found it, and yeah, shocker, guys. It was the last place we touched. So clearly I didn't fix that the right way. And well, these things happen. And yeah, you know what? We're not going to dwell on the past because we're going to move to the future. That's what we're doing. I don't know if I had like a come to Jesus moment or what it is. I'm tired of this thing kind of being half-assed, and I'm probably being generous at best with that comment, because I got it just good enough, and that was that. And it's not the right way to do it. I absolutely love this car. I want to drive it all the time. I want to get out there and show it off a little bit. And I have not proven to this car that I love it. And somebody mentioned that that's probably why she's been a little finicky with me, and I get it. But you guys want to see what's going on, make sure you stick around and subscribe, because we got a lot of parts. Like I said, G3 Garage hooked us up. We got a bunch of stuff to put on this car. And we got a bunch of work to do, guys, because, well, like I mentioned in a recent tech tip, if you wanted the coolest thing in the parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to prove that. You got to stick around to check it out, So make sure you like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.